Hey, this is Billy.
This is Wayne.
This is Dan.
And you're listening to the Faulty Logics podcast.
Alright guys, so Christmas is right around the corner. Black Friday just passed. And what we decided to do this episode is basically, if you're in the city of Toronto like we are, or if you're planning to visit Toronto in the holiday times, maybe you want to figure out what you can do that's a bit festive during the holiday season. So we have a small list here, just 4 different things that you could do throughout the season. And hopefully some of these things might interest you, and you're going to go try it out. Let us know what you guys think about these things. First thing we'll talk about is called Christmas by the Lamplight. And this is really interesting. I just found out about this today. And it's at Black Creek Pioneer Village in Toronto. And there's only 3 dates that you can go to this. December 3rd.
So little dates.
December the 10th and December 27th. There's 2 programs you can actually sign up for. One of them is basically the Lamplight program, or one is the Lamplight program with a dinner.
What the fuck is a Lamplight?
So I don't know why they call it Lamplight, because the description of it is actually Pioneer Village, which for those of you that don't know, is basically a tiny little village where they make it look very pioneer-like.
Yeah, you get to live like a pioneer.
Yeah, like people...
I really like that themed, kind of like back in the day kind of style. Yeah. I really like that.
You like to churn butter?
Yeah, I like to feel like a peasant. I don't know why.
Yeah.
There's this kind of like nostalgic feeling of wanting to be a peasant for some reason.
The problem I have with Pioneer Village is that it's near the ghetto, and there's a lot of drive-bys there. You might get shot. There's a good chance while you're churning butter or dipping wax, you're gonna get shot in the head.
Nobody drives in the Pioneer Village.
It's called a drive-by.
How big is the Pioneer Village? I think I went there when I was in school. When I was
I think most people goes there when it's small. The only thing I remember from Pioneer Village is that little toy where you're trying to get like a fucking ring out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's pretty much a little fucking like piece of metal, and then you have to figure out how to move it to get this ring that's in the middle out of the...
It's just like a brain teaser type of thing.
And it's fucking hard.
Okay, I think the last time I went to Pioneer Village, I kind of went for a little photography trip, so I went to take pictures and stuff for that, and it was really cool because like people actually walk around dressed in those.
I really like that too.
And they stay in character.
You want to dress like them too, Billy?
I do want to be a peasant.
So
just go back to China.
Yeah, it's super cool that they stayed in character. Some of them that they didn't even stay in charter. I was just taking pictures like, hey, just keep doing whatever you're doing, right? And they just went back to
it. Like, don't tell me what to do. I'm a pioneer.
Yeah, so the starting prices for Christmas by Lamplight. Children are $24.95, so $25.
Holy shit, to be a pioneer?
No, just to go. That's the admission. $30 for an adult, and that's just for the Lamplight program. It's actually significantly more expensive if you decide to do the dinner thing. But the dinner menu, in case you want to know, you get a choice of 1 app, 1 entree, or 1 dessert. Apps are butternut squash soup or baby kale salad. Entree is traditional roast turkey, which I think that's what I would go with.
How much did you say it was?
For the dinner, I think it's like $80.
What the fuck? For dried ass turkey?
Wait. Is that including the entrance fee?
It comes with the entrance fee, yes.
Do you get your dick sucked
that's
too?
Expensive.
Huh?
You better get your dick sucked.
What the fuck, Wayne? What the fuck, man?
So
$80, what the fuck? You get dried turkey?
That's my concern. Like, I don't want to pay $80 and get dried turkey.
Yeah,
like,
man,
it better be moist.
Turkey's wait. So let's say this, like, you pay for this dinner. Like, is it like actually in? Hold on. As I was saying this, I had a flashback from when I was a kid of being in Black Creek Pioneer Village. I remember going to Pioneer Village when I was in, I believe, grade 3.
Yeah.
And I remember this because I had a very traumatic experience there.
You had your dick sucked.
No. Okay, so I remember they made. I don't know why it's stuck in my mind, but they made me dress up as a pioneer person. And then they made another girl in the class dress up as the I don't know, the wife or something.
Yeah. And they made you guys get married?
Yeah, and then they made us take pictures together in front of the whole class. And it's a fucking third grade. I don't remember it. I don't know how she looked like. But I remember in 3rd grade that fucks you up. Because everyone's like, oh, cooties and all this shit.
Really? I think if I was in that position, I'm like, yeah.
No, you don't think that way. You're like, ew, when you're in like...
No, I think that's how I was already like, yeah, I would get it in.
In 3rd grade?
Probably not.
So, the other entree we have is the winter vegetable cassoulet. Cassoulet, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. But I wouldn't want to pay $50 for vegetables.
But it's winter vegetables.
don't you get a winter melon?
The dessert is warm apple blossom. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of pie with whipped cream.
Maybe it's like the donut at Tim Hortons.
Oh, that's just gross.
It's like a little... Like,
flower.
It's a flower with a little red thing in the middle.
That's dumb. Don't eat it, people.
And then there's the pumpkin pie tartlet, which is what I would like.
Is that still at Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's seasonal.
So people don't know, but how you're supposed to eat it. You're supposed to take the little flower petals, you rip it off, and you dip the center, and you eat it.
Really?
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to. That's how the commercial said to eat it.
Is that the same thing as how they have the Nutella things and everything as well?
I don't know, but yeah, basically general idea is that you take the petals and you dip it.
Billy, are you gonna let a commercial dictate your life?
I'm just saying that's how it's intended. Okay, but continue with your apple blossom nonsense.
But yeah, so this is basically Black Creek Pioneer Village. Is this something that like piques your interest at all?
Not now.
I am totally gonna go to this actually.
For the dinner or just the?
Yes, for the dinner. I'm gonna fucking go to this.
You want to pay $80 for dry
Yes,
turkey?
I'm gonna pay $80.
Wait, is that $80 all in or $80 on top of everything else?
No, $80 all in, right?
That includes the admission.
Yeah. So it's $50, whatever. I'm gonna pay for this. I'm also gonna pay for my girlfriend. We're gonna go to this stupid thing.
She's gonna be like, "Fucking Billy, you wasted my night."
Hey, it might be really cool. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll take pictures and I'll let you know, and I will clear my traumatized childhood from this.
Cool. Hopefully, we're gonna have a follow up on this.
They're gonna have like ask for volunteers. Billy's gonna go and they're gonna dress him in a tuxedo. It's like it's happening all over again. It's like
I'm gonna come back and be like, man, guys, mistakes are made. It happened again.
All right, so the next event we have, this is a really popular one that happens. It's the 50th annual Cavalcade of Lights, and this is basically Nathan Phillips Square, which is City Hall, Toronto. The date for this is November 26th, so hopefully it hasn't happened yet when we put this out. And this is when we light up the Christmas tree for the first time. There's going to be some fireworks, there's ice skating right in front of the City Hall. And then there's going to be musical performances, DJs, orchestra, singers, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, this is an annual tradition for many people. Like, do you guys ever go to this at all?
Nope. No one intended because I know it's going to be so fucking crowded.
Yeah, I have the same idea too, where if it's too crowded, I don't want to go.
Because if it's at Nathan Phillips Square, it's going to be fucking packed.
Okay, so November 26th is a Saturday.
So it's going to be really packed.
Yeah. So you gotta go. Well, the good thing is, okay, we're adults now, so we can wake up early in the morning to go too. So if we go,
it's the lights. There's no lights in the morning.
Shit, you're right. It's gonna be so shit in the morning. You're gonna go there, like, what is this ugly ass tree?
It's like it's so dumb. What the fuck?
I don't see the fireworks.
Damn it!
It's like,
damn it, you're right.
Nothing downtown is ever great because everyone goes to. It's like I never tried New Year's downtown because it's packed.
Oh, I've been there before. It's actually quite enjoyable.
I think it's okay if you don't mind public transportation.
It's
you
okay.
have to do public.
It's okay when you're younger, I think, because it's just, I don't know, you just have nothing better to do.
But you know what? Like, it's winter now, so it gets dark at like 4 p.m.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
excellent.
But you're saying you're going to go in the morning.
Yeah, I know. I want to be one of those old people that just goes earlier so they avoid all the kids and stuff, you know. But
damn
you're
freezing your ass off the entire day.
Can't do that. All right, never mind. I will try to go. How about I try to go to every one of these 4 things, and I'll let you guys know.
You gonna vlog it?
Sure.
No, I'm not
gonna
vlog,
Billy.
I'm not gonna vlog it.
Everyone, I hear people's demanding for it.
No one demands for vlog.
Mohammed's demanding it.
I might go to some of these as well too. I might go to some of these as well too. So like, I don't know, maybe we'll bump into it, or maybe we can go to
how about
something.
At the end of all of these? So just jumping ahead, the last one is possibly ends at January 31st. So at the end of whenever we get to go to these things, we'll try to recap and see what we think about them.
It's gonna suck. My predictions.
All right, so the next thing here is also another annual tradition that we recently had. It's the Toronto Christmas Market. This basically takes place at the Distillery District in Toronto. It's already started by the time this comes out, November 18th, and it lasts until December 22nd. It's pretty much free to go on weekdays. They usually close at 9 p.m. at night, and on Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 10 p.m. On weekends, starting at 5 p.m. on Fridays, they do charge a $6 admission fee.
Wait, to go to the Distillery District?
Yeah.
Yep, for the Christmas market.
So you're paying to go into somewhere that's normally free to buy stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Man, this
capitalism.
This is genius.
Capitalism.
Well,
right
it's actually not for profit, so all of this does go to charity. And during the week, it is free if you go during the week.
Charity Donald Trump.
I didn't check the sponsors.
So this one I've actually been to. Have you guys been to this?
No.
I haven't been to this.
I've been
but
to
I
Distillery
want
District.
Yeah.
Like I've been to a lot of the shops. It's amazing there. Right?
Yeah.
They have a lot of nice shit. Like one of my favorite places I think was Soma's. I think they have a few locations.
Soma is
Chocolate.
Soma is the drug in the book A Brave New World.
Soma's?
Yeah, Soma. Soma is the drug that they take to get high in A Brave New World.
Well, it's very fitting because it's chocolate.
Is a Brave New World the one with Orgy Porgy?
I guess so. Yeah, they do.
They say
orgies.
something
Okay.
about Orgy Porgy, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. So basically, A Brave New World. All right, let's get into it. All right. So Brave New World is about like kind of like a society where everyone is separated into different classes when you're born, right? So you know what you're gonna do, and the society is organized in a very optimal, like I kind of like an optimal way where you are born as a worker. You are a worker. You're born in the upper class because you have these genetic traits, you have these social statuses, and then this is what you are, right? So Soma is a drug that they take when they party and then they have orgies and stuff like that. So
Sounds like Handmaid's Tale.
I don't know what that is.
What? Do you know Handmaid's Tale?
No.
Did they stop? That
Maybe-
was a requirement in school before.
Maybe now it's called A Brave New World.
No, because Handmaid's
They
Tale
replaced it.
Whatever. It's also like Futurama.
Yeah, that's basically like, well, not like, it just takes place in a futuristic kind of society.
Futurama's in future.
I know, but it's kind of like, in that sense.
Fucking Billy.
All right,
on.
so we have the Christmas market. So you've been to it. Like,
Yeah,
I've
okay.
never been to it. So
Right,
what is that like?
Pro tips. Do not drive there. First of all, do
Yeah.
not drive there.
None of these places that we're advertising, because we're so popular that everyone's gonna be listening.
Do not drive to this because I remember trying to find parking. It was a fucking nightmare.
You'll never find parking.
It took me like almost an hour to get parking.
You can't even find parking on a normal weekend.
But
there.
okay, but if you do go to the Christmas market for parking, go south of Lakeshore, across the Lakeshore, right?
How do they park it in your parking lot? Where do you live, Billy?
Stop trying to tell people where I live. Okay, so there's like these it's kind of just like a lot where you just go there and you pay some guy like $5 or something. So it's cheaper
No,
and there's more land.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, demand's going up, $50.
Go there before everyone else gets there, and then it'll be good. But that's
They're gonna figure this out ahead. Those parking lot like attendants, they're crafty.
So what is there to do at the Christmas market?
Buy stuff.
Yeah. When I went there, okay, so it depends which side you get into. So if you go in from the parking lot side, so if you come in from the south side, usually there is a big ass tree there, and then there's going to be a stage set up where people have performances. So they're gonna lay out like, oh, at this time people are gonna perform, then there's gonna be a break, and at this time this person's gonna perform, and there's gonna be a break. When I went last year, the person performing was actually pretty good, so I actually stopped and sat there for a while. Then they have shops set up. It's kind of like little wooden, like homey little shops, right? So you can buy chocolates, you can buy like little trinkets, like small little Christmassy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy those because it's a huge ass ripoff.
They always are.
Yeah,
Anytime it's like a night market type of shit,
yeah.
they're trying to rip you off.
It's fun to like look at what they have. Maybe buy one just to support the local people. But when you get there, so if coming from the parking lot side on the west side of it, there's that that like love sign where it's like in San Francisco. So they have one there at Distillery.
The first time I went there, that's actually where they started that love sign.
Oh yeah,
But I didn't have a lock.
no, there's no lock. It's that LOV.
Yeah,
LOV.
is there
No,
Phillips
people are
lock?
attaching locks to it now.
Fucking assholes.
No, that's the whole purpose of it.
Really?
It's a fence thing, right?
There's no fence there.
No,
It's
the-
like a
the left
grid.
side is
It's
a
like
grid,
a grid.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Are
put
you guys
left
talking
side.
about the red sign?
No.
I'm talking about the red sign.
But they have a lock shit there.
Yeah, they have another one that just says love L
It
across.
started around 2 years
and you
ago.
can hang locks to it.
Yeah, it was right before my wedding.
Hold on, we're
Oh,
gonna- this
I thought
sign.
that's in like New York, no?
Yeah, I'm saying this is in Distillery.
Okay, they have that in like Philly as well too.
Yeah, so this is kind of like that global thing. So
Okay,
this is
sure.
where.
Okay, people, we're looking at that love sign. You know that love sign.
All right, so
LOVE.
this is what you gotta Google: love red sign. The first thing you see on Google, that's what it is that we're talking about.
But don't do that at work in case it's a porn site. Just saying.
Okay, so they have one of those signs. I saw someone actually get like proposed there, and I was like, ugh,
You do it there, really?
no, I'm not gonna do it there. But I'm just
Is it
like,
because listening, that's why you're not saying it?
no, I'm just like, ugh.
They do it at the one with the locks.
Yeah. Okay. So that's on the west side. If you go to the north, there's kind of like more of those wooden stands and stuff. And then what you should definitely get if you're over the age of 21 is the mulled wine. It's basically like cider, like warm cider. It's really, really good. And it gets you like
You know what they have
drunk
there?
if you drink a lot of them.
They make their own sake there.
Oh, yeah?
In one of
Which
the
one?
shops. I don't know.
Oh.
Look for the Japanese people.
All right.
So
Go join the Japanese.
So you would say it's worthwhile to go there for sure.
I think it's worthwhile going there when you don't have to pay.
I think it's
on a weekday.
No, during the Christmas market, it's worthwhile if it snows. If you go during a snow day, it's really pretty there.
You mean like a blizzard?
Yeah, like a blizzard. Like I went on during a blizzard. It was really nice because they have the lights that they set up. You know, like those old traditional lights, but they have that, and then they mix the Christmas lights across. Like it scours across the whole thing.
Okay.
So it's pretty nice. So during a blizzard, like it's really, really good. But you can't take any good pictures because it's like freaking wet everywhere.
Put it on the camera.
Well, is your camera like intensely waterproof and can melt snow in front of you?
Waterproof camera.
Can it melt snow in front of you to get a better picture?
I can try.
So the final thing we have on our list is...
Wait, hold on. Sorry. So before we move on, so get the mulled wine. There's also the turkey leg you should get. There's a humongous turkey leg. I think it's only like $5.
Why don't they just go to that place and pay $50 to have a dry turkey dinner?
Well, it's either or now, you know. Now you can either or. Now you can get a turkey leg here or there. But the turkey leg is $50.
What?
Oh, sorry. Shit. All right, $5. It's a humongous turkey leg, but when you get it, make sure you get one that's warm. Because I got one that was cold. It was disgusting. Because it's so busy. They just hand you whatever, right? So if it's cold, be like, I want one that's warm. Because it's not supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be warm. Because I saw some guys, it was steaming. I looked at mine. I was like, what the fuck is this?
All right. So, the last venue we have, or the last event, is the Winter Festival of Lights. This takes place in Niagara Falls, so it's a little
too far,
like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours drive from Toronto. This begins November 19th, so it's already on while you're listening to this, and extends all the way to January 31st, 2017. You can obtain a map when you get there, and it basically tells you the best path to take to catch like every single exhibit when you go there.
Exhibit? It's not just like
I guess there's
lights
different
on the falls.
There are different lights, but I think you can go to different sections of Niagara Falls, and they have like different things you can look at, right? Different attractions or whatever. I don't know, displays.
I always thought they always had lights behind the falls.
Behind the falls, yes. But this is basically like just a whole bunch of different displays in the parks and stuff like that.
But it's not as intense, like, unless it's during this time, because I remember seeing pictures of it where it was like really like crazy look. Because normally they just have lights, right? But it's only like a small section of it. But I guess during this festival, it would be like crazy and everywhere.
So if you're really curious in what it looks like, you can search an article on Narcity. Yeah, I'll show these guys over here the pictures. You guys can't see it. You guys have to find the link yourselves because you don't look anything.
Hold on. Let me.
This is kind of a preview.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Holy fuck! Your phone is bright.
I just turned it up.
All right. So we are looking at the falls on what is that? The Canada side? I think this. Yeah, Canada side. Oh, okay. So if you've ever been to Niagara, it is where all the hotels are. There's a little like park on the northern side of it, and then if you walk along it, like it's kind of like
a strip in the casino.
It's basically like a long path where all the trees are. So that's where they set it up. So are you guys gonna go to this?
Nope.
That's a free event, so you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, free.
If you want to go there for a weekend or something like that, you can check it out at night. Hit the casino. I don't know. Hit the little touristy attractions that they have there that are kind of expensive and rip you off. But
it's not free when you have to pay $40 for gas.
Yeah, so I'm kind of interested in going just because I want to see what it's all about. Obviously, they say that it's going to be the craziest yet, but why wouldn't they say that every single year?
I don't know. Niagara seems so played out for me.
Nice.
It's one of those places you just need to go to take a picture, and that's all you need to do. I had a cousin from the stateside that came over once. We literally just drove them to Niagara Falls. They went to the falls, took pictures for 5 minutes, and we went back to Toronto.
That's interesting, because I find that when you travel like that now, like even small little distances, you have to appreciate the small little things and not just go for the hell of it going.
Yeah. Well, it's also raining that day.
Oh, that sucks. Did they at least try the maiden voyage, whatever the hell that was?
No, we were there for 5 minutes. I was joking about the time.
Literally, like I thought, like it was like one of those exaggerated. Oh yeah, we're just there for a short duration.
Pretty much, me and my other cousin, we stopped, stayed in the car, let them go out, take some pictures, wait for them to come back, and then went back.
You should at least hit the casino or something.
No. I think we had plans back in Toronto that day.
Yeah,
we were rushed.
I think the older we get, the more like small little trips like this actually matter, right? Because you start seeing your friends less and less and less. Like it starts off like I think so in high school you generally see them like on like a weekly, bi-weekly basis, right? You see your friends.
In high school, you see them every day.
Yeah. Well, I mean like hanging out, right? Like actually going over to their houses, right?
Sure.
In like grade school, maybe it was like every day you would hang out with them, and then high school it's like weekly, bi-weekly.
No, almost every day.
All right. Well, maybe you guys have way better friends than I did. But
yeah, your friends suck.
Yeah, fucking terrible friends. Okay. But
what are the names?
But in university, then it becomes like monthly.
Yeah,
I think, right?
Monthly.
And I think as we get older and older, it will become like quarterly, like 2 yearly, right? That's
To be honest, there's been people I haven't seen for years.
Because
right?
people, they get involved with their lives, they get involved with their relationships, careers, and everything like that, and it's difficult for everyone's schedules to match.
But is it? I don't feel like it is. I feel like we're just
Lazy?
Yeah,
we're lazy.
It just feels so comfortable to be so incredibly lazy about it.
Because sometimes you've worked all week, you just want to stay home and chill.
Yeah,
It's like if you need to go out to see people, it's kind of like a chore now.
you think that's what it means to kind of be an adult is learn to accept that
Lazy?
lifestyle? Yeah,
I guess.
maybe it's not laziness. Maybe that's just what adulthood
For
is.
myself personally, like I don't mind going out and meeting up with friends and everything like that, but it really depends on what the reason is. Like a lot of my friends right now, they're in the stage where they're starting a family, they're having kids, they're buying homes and stuff like that, and that's all they talk about. And I don't want to go out and talk about that shit.
Yeah.
So if that's the group of friends that I see that are gonna come out and hang out, and they ask me to join them, I'm like, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna edit some podcast videos.
That's true.
I can't stand it if I have to go out to hang out with people to talk about work.
I
love
talking about work.
Do you really?
I love talking about
You're
work.
a weirdo.
But I know that most people don't, so I try to not talk about work. But one of my favorite things to do is to talk about work.
To bash about work?
No, to like talk about like how to strategically grow your career.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying don't talk about work.
Well, a lot of people when they talk about work, they talk about like things they hate about it.
Yeah,
And that.
I don't like talking about that. I like talking about like, so this and this happened, like analyzing like what these things are and how to actually make it better, because it's always bad. Like no matter how you look at it, every scenario can be bad, but how do you kind of flip it around and make it better, right?
So how are you guys gonna be spending your Christmas holidays? Are you gonna try to meet up with some of these old friends and stuff like that, or are you gonna try to keep it more personal, intimate, or like just with family?
I think I'm going to find this one sweet spot in my bed and just lie there.
Oh man, that's tough. That's really tough. I try to generally plan out when I'm gonna meet like a group of friends. Like I would dedicate this day to do this uptown, especially like because people are so sparse and like live so far away from each other now that you have to kind of like go toward them. And then not everyone has cars, and not everyone can like commute like 2 hours out of the way and then go
Bunch
back.
of losers.
People are still growing up, right?
No,
So
I find a lot of people now, they just don't get a license anymore anyways. Because like,
using Uber.
not to, like today I was just bitching about how, well, I wonder if he's listening. I hope he does, because I'm going to bitch about him now. Because like, he's going out with this,
man, that's some dangerous
he's
stuff
like
you're doing.
going out with this girl. She's driving him around.
Oh, that's great. Man, what a lucky guy.
He's like, no, but she just got her license.
Oh, shit,
and
he's
in
gonna
university.
die.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I really am. Like, when I was in high school, that's not something you would generally accepted, right? No one is, like, I guess it's chauvinistic way of
No, I would. Oh, you know what? In university, actually, I do agree. I had a totally different perspective that I would be against that a bit.
How about
just
now?
Personally, now I'm like, please just drive me. I hate driving so
No,
much now.
but the worst is, like, seems like there's been a few instances where he'll ask the girl to drop him off at
Oh,
her
that's-
place.
That's
Perfect.
bitch made.
Yeah, right?
That's bitch made.
I'm like, so give your babysitter a kiss goodnight?
Oh,
right?
perfect. I would love that, man. I would fucking love that shit. I'd be like, please drive me home. Drive you.
They have to pick you. They have to drive from the house, pick you up.
Exactly.
And drop you
But I already have to do that for them.
No,
I want
okay.
the opposite
I don't
treatment.
know why, it feels different. Okay, if they were both in university,
Wait, she's younger?
she's in high school.
Oh, damn.
So it's like all her little high school girlfriends are probably like, you're dating a guy that doesn't
Well,
have a car?
to be honest, that's not that different from my scenario and me saying I want my girlfriend to drive me.
No, but
right.
you have a car.
Yeah, I know, I do.
And
But
you have the option to drive, you're just too tired.
I'm not too tired, I'm too angry. There's a difference. I understand what you're trying to say, but the leisure
People
pleasure
gonna
of
think I'm
not
sexist
driving.
now.
You are a bit sexist.
You are
No,
sexist, but that's okay.
Because you're Donald Trump.
So, anyways, so Billy says he's gonna hang out with some friends that are trying to make time. So if he doesn't try to make time with you, you know what that means.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Maybe they won't even listen to this, so it doesn't matter. So
Yeah, because they're shitty friends. They're stupid friends from high school.
I kind of hope they don't listen to this, because I all talk about was sexist shit and sucking dick.
What are their names?
Yeah, well, I know the ones that do listen to this, and I probably will hang out with them, so regardless. So I'm safe there.
For myself, I'm probably gonna just hang out with family. I like spending my Christmas time with family. I don't really like to spend Christmas time with friends.
Why?
It's okay to do it like maybe once.
I feel like friends
but-
are family now, though, aren't they? Like, don't you think that they're family?
I don't know.
I've known freaking. How long have I known you, Wayne? Like freaking forever.
8 years.
8 years. That's it.
I think it really depends. Like,
Right.
depends on your friends. Because I was in the past, I did feel like friends were just like family to me, or maybe even sometimes even more family like.
Yeah.
But over the past couple of years, I've been feeling like, no, that's not the case, because at the end of the day, they're still your friends. Your family's got your back more than they do. So
Do they?
I think so.
I feel like we should just talk.
Maybe
about
I
this
just have
separately,
shitty
'cause
friends
I
too.
really want to like. Oh man, that friend thing is like holy shit. Because I the transition of how I perceive that growing up is so different than how I perceive it now. Like it was so like meaningful to me back then. Like
Oh, it changed?
yeah, like how it is now is so leisure and so casual. Where before I would put so much effort into like making sure that my friends are the like important in my life.
Exactly.
Now I'm just like
Oh, I don't think I ever did that, though.
no.
I think
I did.
if anything,
I did.
I may felt more close to the friends sometimes,
Yeah.
but you were never like,
Because haven't you ever had those like when you're out with your friends and you have those discussions with them about like life and
Nope.
like no, you don't have that?
nope.
Where it's like late at night and you guys are like just
I think me and my
I
friends
think
are
Wayne is
just
the
dumb.
odd one out here.
all right, wait, well,
Wayne is
screw
the
you.
odd one
Well,
out
you don't want
there.
to talk about Red Dead.
Yeah.
Where you have this like amazing conversation about the most random crap and you're like, let's promise to be friends forever. Like
Yeah, it's really
No,
hard.
this is how our conversation
Yeah.
was. Do you think we can mix this with this? That's pretty much how our conversation
oh
went.
man, you messed up, man. Those things just give you the fucking feels, man. Like
We'll talk about this one day, but yeah, I don't know. If you guys feel like you want to be part of our friend circle or family, I think you guys should just hit the like button, subscribe to us, and then be part of the Faulty
Yeah.
Logics family.
It'll be like you, us, population 4.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.
You really want to say something?
I was
We're
gonna
save it for another episode.
I was
We're
gonna
so
say
off topic.
I was gonna say don't be Wayne's friend, but